All right, it's the rundown. August 24th.
Yes.
2023. Jeff D. Lowe, Brandon Walker, Kirk Minahan from
the
Kirk
big
Studio.
three.
You don't need your headphones, I don't think.
I'm wearing them.
Okay. From Kirk Studio.
I'll take them off.
Just saying.
Here,
Did I break your headphones? I apologize.
Okay.
the cross street this is on. It's got. I don't want to reveal your studios.
You think the Minute fans don't know where
That's
the
true.
studio is?
Bacon Street. That got me. I like that. I don't know why.
Kevin Bacon? Why do you like that?
I just thought it
Well,
was
bacon is
just,
delicious food.
It's just
Bacon's the greatest food of all
kind
time.
of caught me off guard.
Oh, really?
If crisp, if not crisp, if it's not crisp, it's
Bacon is one of those foods that can stand alone or enhance another dish. It's impressive in the
I
what
think
it
it's,
can
I
do.
think it's actually the great. I've thought about that. I think it's the greatest individual food.
Well, I think potatoes are the greatest individual food. Yeah. Potatoes can do so much.
That's true.
Brought to you by Mattress Firm. Barstool's Most Dangerous Game Show is presented by Mattress Firm this year. Trailer came out yesterday for that. Season 2, hosted by the wonderful Roan. People in it. Spider.
Yes.
Spider is
Spider.
A psychopath in these shows, too. He went after me the first season of Barstool's America. Pat, Rudy, Dana, Grace O'Malley, Francis, Megan Making Money, and Jackie from KFC Radio. That is premiering soon. But everyone needs a quality sleep, feel restored, function at their best. Wish could have used a Mattress Firm mattress last night. And to achieve this, right mattress, luckily the Mattress Firm here to help. Sleep experts do over 200 hours of sleep training. Help match you with the right mattress and bedding accessories for your needs. And if you're not totally satisfied, after 120 nights, they'll pair you with something new. Visit a store near you or go to mattressfirm.com. The right mattress. Mattress Firm will find that for you. Presenting Most Dangerous Game Show, one of Barstool's reality shows coming out very soon. Trailer on barstoolsports.com and our social media pages. Big Barstool night last night.
Yes.
That's what we're going to start out with. There are a couple of things on this topic sheet I felt like talking about.
But we just won't talk about the award.
The FedEx Cup would have been a bit awkward.
Well, yeah, I mean, I certainly care about, but yes, yes.
Right, we'll do quick fire at the end. But
that's okay. No, we're good.
We talked about it on your show, Kirk. Check out Kirk Minahan's show. For an extended period of time. But last night, overall thoughts. Give it a grade.
So I almost an A-. I thought it was. I thought the vibes were fantastic. I thought certain people stole the show. Nate was amazing.
Incredible.
Francis was good, and then the Frank thing.
I worked as a court clerk. I settled as a court clerk. I studied broadcasting in college, and it took. I never gave up though, and that's the lesson here. Never give up your dream. And now I am working my dream job here at Barstool. Never give up your dream. Thank you, everyone. Thank all the fans. Thank everyone who follows me every night, and thanks Hank's Army.
And listen, Dave was in a good mood. Like everybody, we almost killed a guy.
Yes, yeah. No, I had low expectations.
Everybody had low expectations.
Nobody knew anything. Like we knew
Yeah.
nothing. I didn't. I was not. I was telling you guys, I was not part of this group that thought the world was going to end last night. I did not think Dave was going to go last night and fire people. He might fire people.
That is a
today
lack
now.
of PTSD from Duncan Awards for you, because like
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
people were there. It was like it just.
Yeah. I know people may lose their job after the thing last night. We'll find out about that. But like a B plus by expectation. It was a good time, and I thought it was going to be like, because I will say before the show, we were in this room with like hors d'oeuvres or whatever for like 4 hours,
Sure.
and I was like, and then we had to wait forever to get through the. And I was like, this thing's gonna take fucking 9 hours. But the show I thought went by pretty quick, honestly.
2 hours and 10 minutes.
Not bad. Like not bad.
It was good. It was tight. Nobody really overstayed their welcome. Everybody got up there, and you well, maybe one person.
Am I forgetting something? Who am I forgetting?
Oh, you mentioned on your show that Pat Bev took a while.
That Bev did take a while. He seems like a very nice guy.
He was funny though.
Yeah, he was good. I was saying this to Roan afterwards, but I like when an professional athlete cares.
Yeah,
Because
Pat Bev cares so much. It's awesome to see.
It is such a coin flip where you get somebody.
now
I mean, there are legions of podcasts started by athletes that just bail after whatever. He's into it, which is a good thing.
you got up there and chose to use the opportunity once again to dance on the grave of K. Marco.
Yeah.
For the basically we're running on 3 years now. You've been dancing on that grave.
Yeah. Well, he tried to get me fired. My producer fired, and I'll never forget that. And last night is a celebration of these things, and that's the moment that I think the Barstool people might know me best for. So it was another chance to dance on this grave. I got to do it. And he didn't show up last night, which is, to me, wild.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Of course, I don't really know him very well.
No, well, you hate him, as you said in the show.
I didn't say I hate him. I said I don't know him very well. I just don't. I don't know him very well. So I haven't seen him in a while.
Well, I wasn't going to go out there and be nice last night. I'm presenting biggest villain. Like the people. The people
It had to be you.
I saw enough of essentially.
I can't believe Henry Blodgett didn't show up. Unbelievable.
That's true. Essentially, if you want a highlight of the show, if you didn't buy it last night, it was basically. Yeah, I just want to thank Dave. Like, 5 years ago, I was working in like an ice cream truck.
Yeah.
And then Dave saved my life. And thanks to Dan and Erica and everyone here. Thanks to you guys as well. I wouldn't be here without you. And that was it. That was pretty much 90% of the speeches.
The other
Including yours.
The other 10% of the show was rape highlights from Dave.
It was wild. Where to your point, like look, we all know the history. We all know the skinny jeans.
Right.
We all know the accusation. We all know this shit. To like highlight it and then put it every time you're saying,
let's run it back, baby.
And like the last nominee, which then goes to the audience, and the audience is like, "Are we supposed to clap right now?" Like, what the fuck?
It was always the last thing.
Who put that together? I want a name.
I like Pete just being in the truck saying, "All right, guys, get the Dave rape video ready. All right, you got it, roll it,
and let's go." Yeah, it was very weird.
And like you said, like it's not like the show is for a mainstream. You don't know Barstool, you'll get it. Like this is for Barstool fans.
Yeah,
you could show no audio, no context. Like the inside, they could just show the picture of David Inside Edition, and you don't need context. We wouldn't know what it is, but I showed the whole clip.
It's a very strange role we're in, obviously. When I'm sitting there watching these things, and I'm watching, and the person right in front of me is the woman who gave birth to him.
Yeah,
it's just a strange. It's a strange dynamic.
His parents are as good as they anything that he brought up, anything they said, they were laughing. It was. That's crazy though. You could tell that was the one thing that was getting him going. He said it straight up.
I could confirm. Yeah,
the editor's bay is definitely a little on edge today.
But it was good because I was like, but then I was like, of course it's gonna work because you have guys like fucking RA like stumbling and guys like White Sox Dave fell down and friggin',
Sorry, the White Sox Dave Gum thing is they don't make me laugh the same amount every time I see it.
It's very funny.
It's still the damnedest thing I've ever seen.
I don't understand it.
How do you get there?
I don't even know. I don't know why he left it in, and B, how it stayed in. Like everything about it.
There was so much. There were several clips last night I had never seen. I had never seen the Blind Mike spike ball clip.
1-0. 2-0. I'm not. 3-0. No, if he can't see it, then we win 21-0 without him getting back on the board. That's fine. 3-0. 4-0.
Mike, wait, can you serve it to me?
No, he's got to do. You guys could no. 5-0.
Get it. Don't worry.
What's the score? 5-0. Hank wants to be Hank. If he can't fucking return a serve, that's the you killer instinct. Learn it. If he can't get it back because he can't fucking see, that's his problem. 21-0. 21 straight. 5-0. Yeah. 6-0. 21 in a row.
Hit it.
Oh, you hadn't seen that?
I had not seen
Very
that.
funny.
I've heard of the one where he throws his wallet at him.
Face, yeah.
But I did, and Mike just reacting 3 seconds after he hears the spike ball hit the thing is fantastic. I've never seen that.
Million nominees who weren't there, some winners who weren't there, obviously.
Yeah, I'll just run through. I'm not sure. Am I allowed to? Yeah, we tweeted out clips things. Some of the winners.
I think you give the awards away.
You won most random hire.
I won most random hire.
Which I didn't think you would, because I don't think you. Like Za felt like the most random hire. Like that is.
No, if you remember my hiring, I was literally hired out of nowhere. I was in Tupelo, Mississippi, doing a gambling stream for 25 people.
That's where he got mad too.
They didn't show the right clips.
The first category is like they didn't show the good clips.
That's
it was
true.
weird.
Yeah,
And then the rest of them were like the right clips.
Yeah, right.
Almost two on the nose.
Yeah.
And then I won the first award of the night, which I had to set the tone and did so very poorly. And
with your speech?
Yeah, just
speech stunk.
Oh, it was bad.
What was that about? What were you trying to do?
He started the train. You started the let's compliment.
I thank Dave for changing my life, which is true. Is that okay with you, Kirk? That he changed my life?
No, I think what threw you off, and I understand this because I've been in the situation, was I think you thought you were going to get the massive heel reaction, but there weren't that many the people there were kind of
They
in their
weren't
own
booing.
world. Yeah, they
Yeah.
were in their own, so you were kind of like,
I stood up and give him the whole Ric Flair, give it to me.
you turned
and then,
babyface. It was kind of not a great run.
oh,
for
by
you.
the way, I am turning babyface in the dozen this year. I just need you to know that. So.
You as a babyface run is not.
No, it's going to work.
Not going to work.
No, it's going to
not
work.
gonna get over. Go ahead,
I got it ready.
Like Coach Doug. Coach Doug's got nominated quite a bit.
Coach Doug was one of the most decorated
Coach Doug's
people
like
there.
Daniel Day-Lewis, Meryl Streep, like 40 nominations.
The fucking Meryl Streep of the award. And the Tico Tex was Tico was the Meryl Streep of the award.
nominations. The beauty of Barstool is the less you do, the more you get nominated this thing.
Can I say how awkward it was that one of the categories was the least amount of work to still hold a job, and 2 or 3 of the nominees were
was-
people that got fired for not working.
not doing
Coach
their work.
Doug's,
Right.
J Mac,
Yeah.
1 month trial Ethan,
Tico.
that's 3. Jeff Nadeau and Tico. It was everybody but Smitty. Everybody but Smitty on that list ended up getting fired.
That's right. Yeah. Jeff
Smitty got a lot of awards.
Smitty won 3. Smitty was
Smitty had a big night last night. I think he might have been the leading.
He won 3
award
times.
winner,
Well,
right?
we got to talk about Nate though.
Well, the show took a different. Once Nate came up, put the mask on,
Yeah.
and just did this weird Nate roast that was both funny and then at times not funny, but then really funny.
Well,
and
it
then
had the awkward cadence of Nate, but he was dropping bombs.
totally dropping.
He was dropping bombs.
And making people uncomfortable in
Yeah.
the room, which was a great moment.
I think we posted it. I don't know if we did or not.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah,
It's on the internet. I don't know if we posted
yeah,
it.
right. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if we-
But I mean, if you saw, if you paid the $10, which I feel like it was,
And then
definitely
Francis
worth it.
also dropped a couple of bombs too.
That's
Yeah,
true. Yeah,
Francis was really funny.
funny,
He was
yeah.
started out pretty self-deprecating. But yeah, it was you were nominated for that one.
Yeah.
It was best. If it was just best fight, I think you would have won because you and Devlin is like
it's the
only
iconic fight, right?
It's the
But they included rivalry in this, so it was Nate
Right.
KFC, Nate Smitty, Keegs versus Mean Girls, Devlin, Brandon Walker, The Push, Rico Nadeau is an all-time one.
Crazy.
Buddha Ben, Mike the Bike, KFC Tico, K Marco versus Kirk.
Right.
And
A lot of
that's
good
when
ones there. Jeez.
Nate's-
Was that, can I just? Was that really a fight, or was that? I mean,
Well,
it was
it's a
kind of
fight,
a first. It was
and
kind of
then,
a first round knockout.
Like
wasn't it?
Edward Norton versus the guy in American History X, and he stomps his head in the thing. I suppose.
Ron had a good bit before that too. He listed off other rivalries too, like joke rivalries.
well, he
which
kind
is
of
pretty
I mean,
good.
He was interrupted a lot, but yeah.
Well, yeah. Mine was me against growing man titties.
Yes.
It's not
Is that what
really.
you said?
That's not really a rivalry. I mean, that's.
I couldn't hear because Pat Beverly kept saying, "Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah." Yeah, so
Oh, Pat Bev grabbed Nate at one point. It's like, hey, just let him cook, man. Let him go.
Oh, he did, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He was, yeah.
Another nominee, Sophie with an F's producer, Mooj was nominated like, it was like 2 or 3 times.
he won.
You got to win.
Yeah,
He did win.
He won the merch award.
He did win.
Gotta win.
Dave did an impression.
Yes.
Did that. I don't. Again, maybe I said this on your show. Maybe I'm too simple on this one, but
Very funny.
the Mooj impression got me really good.
You would never.
All he did was put on a hat.
right.
But he's like I'm a fucking piece of shit. It was quick and perfect.
And you were just nothing against you. It was a great moment, but you were never going to win that award.
Never.
Biggest cry is
we didn't know what the nominees were, but I figured that would be one of them.
I mean, that
And
Riggs moment. To
the
me
Riggs
is
cries
actually
off-
my favorite moment in the history of the company.
It's one of my favorite moments.
I
as well.
could watch that. All
Well,
day.
I said to him, we said like if the thing is that like that's probably nominated for best cry, but if there's one that's just like straight up best social video, you'd win that as well. I think.
Thank you guys, I appreciate it.
Hold on, Rick. Let me get started. Have that fun. Okay.
This place means the world to me. It's because of you guys, so.
Thanks for everything you did, my man.
So we did the trailer last night for this Ryder Cup. I'm in it, and we stayed at that hotel. And it was like when I walked in that room, it was like walking into the Boston Garden. It was like I was like,
You
oh my!
felt it.
I was like, this is the chair. Like these are the people. Like
The ghosts of Riggs
I was like,
past?
this happened. This happened right here. It's like going to Gettysburg.
It's still the most preposterous thing ever. There's a chance that Riggs had the best quarantine of any American.
There's not. It's not a chance.
Right?
He had the best.
He was staying in a luxury resort.
If you
and
go
then-
there, you're going to be like, I can't believe he left. Like it's wild.
I guess maybe that's why he was crying. He was going back to the
they
real
That's gonna
world.
be it.
They actually kind of the best sports reaction thing. I think they actually dropped the ball in the Big Cat one because it was like Cubs win the World Series, but the moment from that was when he
With the home run?
the Rajai Davis
Yeah.
home run, and
Oh,
he saw
yeah,
on
yeah.
Facebook Live. He was like, "Fuck, something happened."
What won
That's
that?
an amazing moment. That was
Pete, All Business Pete.
All
won
Business
that.
Pete celebrating.
That was
Jim,
pretty good.
which is very funny.
Now,
pretty good.
listen, I got to talk about the most controversial result of the night. the best fan award or most passionate fan award.
Yes.
And Frankie won it.
I don't have a problem with it, really.
Really?
I don't. I mean, I'm saying
Frank's entire existence
Craziest
is
fan.
based on his Mets fan. Frankie's crazy
Frankie's
too.
a psychopath.
I just think Frank. I mean,
Frank makes thousands of dollars a day on Cameo because of how crazy he is about the Mets.
That's what I mean, though. It's like a for-profit thing.
Well, I don't think he's doing it for profit. I think he's just profiting.
So you
off
turn
of
the
it.
money back?
Well, no, I'm not saying he didn't like carve a path to profit. He
The last half hour of the show became like the Frank night anyway. It turned out he got like 7 awards.
Oh, I do love that he gave the most passionate awards acceptance speech, and he did not win the award.
And the winner is Frankie Borelli.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Which
true.
Jeff said he was crying at. Later on.
The first one got me. You didn't crack a tiny smile when he said that.
Smiling and crying are two different things.
I'm not a Frank guy, so
I didn't say I cried. I said like it kind of got me a little bit emotional. I was like,
I'm not
that's
a Frank
cool.
guy. But I've never cracked Frank. We've never had.
You're
that.
you're almost like a mild like tier 2 rivalry in the dozen actually.
Well, I mean, you deleted you took it off the time I went after him after a match.
No,
one time.
that's
the heart
still
attack
live.
thing. I thought you said you had to get rid of a bunch.
No,
of
that's
it.
still live. There was
is
something
it?
else
Oh, okay.
that I think
Was
we
there?
talked about. We were like, is that too much?
Probably.
The thing people got mad at me about was when we posted the thing about you and Ev.
Oh, who cares? Jesus. By the way,
That's what I said.
I
I
was
was
stunned that Ev got this pass last night.
I don't know. We'll see how today goes because usually you get it afterwards.
So Ev did not have. He was the only guy there last night. Who
Not
did
in a suit.
Yeah.
Or do with a jacket. Yeah,
And Dave
jacket,
said
everything.
Dave kind of was like, oh, the big guys, I kind of give them a pass. is what
He was
said.
also sitting in a pen filled
Yeah,
with
I
hay.
think Dave did not. That was not a Dave idea.
I was stunned at that. Like, who did that? Was that Pete?
There's rumors that it was
Lisa?
I don't want to throw anyone under the bus here. There's rumors that it was a joke idea.
Oh,
and
somebody
it was
then took it to
taken very
reality?
seriously.
And nobody ever
And
stopped
when the
it?
person who said the joke, I don't want to credit it because I don't know if it's true or not, was like, "Oh, we actually did that." Because
There
Dave
was
opened.
fencing. There was hay.
It's very weird.
They did have actual chairs in there.
I mean, that was the thing. It was Frank won this award to give Frank credit. They gave Frank the award to give him credit, and then in order for him to get up on stage, Glenny Balls had to open the fat pen up. Had to move a chair to let Frank out of the pen. Frank loved it though. When Frank is he's
Frank had his moment, man. And,
he definitely did.
And he was great in his moment.
biggest controversy. Kevin thought that he was going to be nominated, which I think he probably should have been.
Yeah, I would say.
One of the most famous Barstool moments. He was like,
say.
"Am I about to present myself the
Right,
award?"
right.
Yeah.
Who won that?
That ended up being biggest controversy
Van Talk?
was Van Talk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. That was a big moment.
That was
I mean, no problem with that.
crazy. Yeah, I thought I
didn't like the one I would give, jumping ahead. The one that I gave away biggest
villain.
Villain. Yeah, it
that
was
should have
Rod.
been- I think that should have been Goodell.
I was thinking it was doing Goodell as well.
Who won?
Blodgett. I mean, I
Okay,
get it, but
yeah.
I get it from Dave's
Yeah,
perspective.
Blodgett is
But like
I feel like
Barstool
attacking the livelihood
but
of
like
Dave. so,
Barstool history though. Like,
Yeah.
it's Goodell, don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, he's certainly
I mean, t-shirts, jail.
No,
Yeah.
Goodell. Yes,
dragged him out of the Super Bowl.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he's just a great. He's like, if you ask 100 Barstool fans, put those two, they're gonna say Goodell.
Though I will always like Blodgett. Obviously, is like recent and it's like
Sting, a piece of
really
shit.
serious,
I mean,
like piece
yeah.
of shit stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
But for me, like I'll always in my head. Not that this is like a unique take. Like Deadspin will always be.
Oh, they're a good
the-
one. They're yeah.
Yeah,
like-
but this was Dave personally. I'm sure hates Henry Blodgett more than he hates
yeah,
anybody
He
else.
picked the winners.
Oh, in
yeah.
terms of the
Yeah.
sauce,
This was his
Yes,
personal
yes.
hatred, not Barstool's
Well, Dave was going
hatred.
up and saying the reason I picked this guy before he announced
Right.
I had some idea that he had something to do with it.
No, like that's for sure. Dave's biggest villain on here, like for sure. But in terms of Barstool, would you say it's Goodell or Deadspin? Like if
Goodell.
we just talk, okay.
But like that's a coin flip.
Yeah.
That's a coin flip. I would say Goodell just because there's so many
Yeah.
like famous moments with
So
Goodell.
Samir Khalaf, he's gone after every person at the company on Twitter.
That's true.
He's quote tweeted. He's
That's
quote
true,
tweeted.
yeah.
I went after something someone said, and it was like a positive thing. He goes, "Okay, what do you think? What do they think about this though?" I'm like,
Who's
"What do you-"
Samir Khalaf?
He's a Deadspin guy, right?
Oh, okay. Is he?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I think he blocked me.
His Twitter picture is like a dog or something. He's probably quote. He is. I would guarantee he's quote tweeted you at some point.
I've never crossed paths with him.
You probably blocked him.
Yeah, I
other
probably blocked him on
ones-
Twitter. Didn't know it.
Mike Welker, the guy who does all our merch, won the worst of all time
And
award.
even him accepting the Woad Award He did the whole thing.
He
You
gave a
didn't
load
like
speech
where he thanked Dave. You've changed my life. You did all
He
that.
started yapping about his kids, and he was just yapping away. Get off the stage. People,
The best TV
paying for this.
best TV appearance category was very good as well. Because there's a couple, like, I always forget about Riggs getting roasted at the U.S. Open.
Very
Talked about
funny.
the cross-eyed thing.
Very funny.
But that's the White Sox Dave Gum thing.
Had to win.
Tommy Vape God's obviously a great.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Great one. But the visual of White Sox Dave is just hard to.
When they showed him on that big screen last night, right? And I'm sitting there front and
it's
center. It's
unbelievable.
me and Silvana and the Portnoys, and we're just chilling and we're talking. But I'm watching him on that big screen and the gum popping out of his mouth. It was all. I've seen it before. It was still shocking.
He did not win for the face injury.
He didn't do the
right?
Velcro. Yeah.
Who won? He should have won that too.
That was
RA shooting a basketball.
Oh,
though.
that's
That was
true.
I'm trying to scroll up.
RA also broke the set when he was
Discussing display of athleticism. It was Dave's half-court shot.
Yeah.
Nadu basketball is very underrated as well.
Yeah, he got
It's a
removed
really
by
bad
RA.
company when it comes to basketball.
Loud Sean Spags, obviously very famous video. Blind Mike Spike Ball.
Right.
KFC, the Barstool Combine is, which I thought that'd be up for OG video because the original Combine video is great. Smitty's free throw where then he cut his face open.
Very funny.
Which I always forget about. Weird Haircut Steph's throw. That seemed like a favorite though, because that is such a like that gif of Dave, like what an idiot
Right.
is.
Right.
Fame. And then RA basketball and Dave
Incredible.
versus Velcro.
Yeah.
Dave versus Velcro is so new. I think that might have.
Yeah,
that
that
might
hurt.
have-
Yeah.
So,
RA's a good pick though.
And then senior year, I was gonna go out for. I was gonna play, and then the chick I was falling for decided to play, and they said, "Nope, too late. Should have been the first play." I had no fun whatsoever. I haven't gone down for it. Cut that.
Well, I told you on your show, but I had never seen Blind Mike doing spike ball.
Yeah.
And it was just tremendous.
Crazy.
the in terms of it in attendance,
Crazy.
Carabas lives like a 5 steps
Yeah, he's
from
right
that
there,
building,
yeah.
so him being there meant nothing. But
You're right about that.
the
A lot of people being there, but nothing.
best song performance, Tyler O'Day being there and not winning.
That's right.
And clearly he
was stressed to the
My
nines.
guess is, and I don't know for sure, I don't know what was changed and what, because Dave made a joke like this seems like an award like before like I got involved and bought the company back.
Right.
I don't
The
know.
merch thing and that. Yeah.
Song performance, so it feels like something that probably existed before Dave
would
anyway,
think.
'cause it's so generic.
Who won that?
That was Tico.
Oh, yeah.
South by Southwest.
He said that was another personal one because he was there in the
Yeah.
crowd.
But then he also said, he's like, I cannot give it to O'Day just out of spite because he
worked
went
for
to
Brick.
So I assume they invited O'Day thinking that originally they were giving they were going to give him the win.
All right, that's funny.
Yeah, O'Day was there dressed up, looking nice. What else? Were some other ones? Craziest Fan was Frankie. Dylan, and then OG Video was King Richard's Fair. That's what won the big last award.
Kirk, did you see anybody last night you just didn't want to see?
I mean, like, there's just a group of those girls who just don't like me.
Yeah.
I know. Like, they have their own thing going on. That's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say, like,
Well, this company was built on balls, but now it's built on vaginal walls.
Yeah, when I have these
and
women-
that is a quote from the show last night. I did not come up with that.
girls, women coming up and, like, saying, oh, I'm so thank God. I'm just like, all right, great. Yeah. Fantastic. Good. Just do a good show. Like, don't worry about the other stuff. But that's me. I mean, you know, they all seem happy with each other, and they're like a little Barbie world,
Sure.
doing all their stuff, and just like whatever. Let's pretend.
Yeah. You talk down to him a little bit more.
What's that?
I just enjoyed you talking down to him a little bit.
I didn't talk down.
Do your own world. I
I would
they're
say that to
happy.
you. I would say it to Jeff. No. But I'm just, you know, this like I'm so happy that we're I'm like, oh, I mean, Fran and Rhea are really the representation of like women in America. I guess probably not. I don't know, but who knows?
I
You
think
took
they
a
are. I
dig
think
at
they are.
Barbie on stage. You took a dig at Barbie on stage.
Well, just because that girl was there who like was crying. and
Caroline.
was ready to quit.
Caroline.
Caroline, she was like ready to quit.
Beautiful
the company.
voice. Sang Tennessee Whiskey last night.
Yeah, and hopefully if Barstool starts booking weddings, maybe we should make the company some money, right?
I wouldn't rule that out as we as we look for revenue
they were great
streams here.
too. Pop Punk was great. They
were
played
excellent. No,
40 songs.
She
all
was
night.
very good. She was good. Frankie was good. PFT.
Roan.
Rome was fantastic. Rome's great. They were all great.
No.
Robbie
they
Fox.
were. Yeah, Bob Fox. Yeah, no, they hadn't like practiced in a while. And they
When did Pop
that.
Punk become like 9 people?
It's no different. They added. So they added.
It's like 7 of
Nick
them now,
Hamilton
right?
from KFC Radio because he filled in for someone who I think Robbie Fox like had like an injury or something. I don't know. or PFT or somebody had something, and they filled it so we can add them on, I think, keyboard or something.
Well, they're generally good. Like, they're good.
I think they got a busy fall coming
And
up.
then Caroline's got a good
You'll
voice,
see 'em
yeah.
soon.
She does have a good voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the show. It was, I mean, it is, I don't know why it feels this way. Maybe because like we do have a lot of people and like the dozen happens, but it's never everybody. And Dave did say it's never had this many people under one roof.
Yeah.
Like, since
It was-
coming
that-
huge, it has to be.
It didn't, which is funny because we were stuffed in a small space for like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Right.
But it didn't dawn on me until he said that. I was like, yeah, this really is.
The first
like,
hour and a half in that room felt like the beginning of like a murder mystery. where,
Yeah,
like,
that's why
where, like,
I-
Daniel Craig
It
comes
was a
out.
really-
where he's like, okay, well, somebody died. We have to
Had you
figure
ever
this.
seen that room? Have you been to the hospital and seen that room before?
I don't think I've not seen that room. I don't think
That
it was
was
nice.
it was like a whole different planet.
Like a parlor. It was stuff back
It
there.
was paisley. It was plaid. It was every pattern was on that room. Yeah, it was a weird.
Oh, there's
room.
somebody you want to see? You asked me that question.
Oh, I don't. I get along with all my coworkers. I get along with everybody, and I was just happy to see. I was happy to see you. I was happy to see Cullen. I was happy to see everybody, and I don't even know if I
Colleen's
saw
not
him.
a coworker, but yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you're for those who may be watching the run who don't know the Minahan show world. You did fire your producer.
He resigned.
He resigned, and he will be out of a job in 27 days.
27 days. Yeah. But it was weird. Everyone last night was like, "Why are you here?" Which is a good question.
To you or to him?
Almost
Both.
not even like
Most of the
almost skipping the hello to you.
No, not almost. Porto is one of them. It's like, he's like, "What are you doing here? Why are you here?" So I don't know.
So that was good. Yeah, there's some other things that we teased last night. The Ryder Cup.
Yes.
The golf thing.
Yeah. Yeah. it
Now,
was great.
I unintentionally did something last night, but I took a picture of me and Ben Mintz, and I wanted it to be a grand gesture of me and him. His fly's just wide open.
Is that true?
Yeah, just straight wide
realize
open. You can
that.
see straight
So
into
Mincy
the
looked
dick.
like Trump last night.
Little Trumpish.
Yeah, he looked a little Trumpish. He looked orange.
He
His
didn't
suit.
get nominated for Craziest Man for Ole Miss.
Oh, that's
No,
true.
he didn't.
Was he nominated at all last night?
I don't
know.
Well, we just hired him back, and it's a little sensitive, so
that's
maybe
true.
keep
Yeah,
him
it's
off.
Problematic. Yeah, that's true.
And it's really a live show. He did.
Right.
He wasn't
Yeah,
nominated
we're
for-
not going to give him a live mic.
He wasn't nominated for best song. His performance didn't make the cut last night.
It
No?
really should.
Damn, now that I think about it, that team just can't make the finals for the dozen. What a shame. Got to tell Titus and Kenjack they're out. Yeah, and then the Dangerous Game Show coming up. We've teased it. It's getting out there. Surviving Barstool's happening in the fall.
The
A lot of
Ryder
big
Cup
names.
trailer
Dave,
premiered.
you, yeah, Ryder Cup.
I will say that I was talking to Hank and to somebody else about it, and if they can get 50% of that on, it was the wildest event I've ever been a part of. It was crazy.
It's the biggest like FOMO jealousy that I've had the company.
Mine too.
I want like I will hands and knees beg to be involved in that next year.
Yeah,
I hope
it
they
was
can have
great.
more people next year.
Well, I would have been there, but certain things.
What do you mean?
That just clicked.
Yep.
Let's move on. Yeah, we'll move on from
I
that.
said it was terrific sponsors for the event.
Yeah, no, I've heard.
There was a walker there.
My sister was there.
she was great.
She was
So
running
that was the
everything.
that was the representation.
Yeah.
Yep. Other non Barstool things, and then we'll wrap this up. Shohei, UCL tear.
Yeah, that's
which
bad.
Which is really
That's Tommy
unfortunate. 'cause
John's, what that is.
I have tickets to go see him pitch. My big thing was I'm going to see Messi
Right.
in LA because like I feel like I
Yeah.
need to. That feels like a sports once in a lifetime. And I was going to go see Ohtani pitch, and
I'm so dumb. I was saying to Brandon before, but he can still play.
He's still going to play.
yeah, he's
But he has to have the surgery, so then once
He's gonna. I assume he's going to have the surgery in the offseason.
oh, they stink, right?
Yeah, well, they're 5-16
yeah,
since
they
the
stay.
So why not just have the
at
surgery?
the deadline when they could have traded him and got a bunch of prospects back.
because you're a free agent, right?
Yeah, he's a free agent. They're going to lose. It's the dumbest bag fumble by a team
Ever. But this won't affect his contract, right?
He might not get.
I mean,
500 million or 400 million, but he's still going to get 250. He's still going to get a lot of fucking money.
Right.
I mean, even as
Bad
just a
timing,
hitter
obviously.
for a year, he's very valuable.
But you can get the surgery and play.
He can play. I'm sure.
Even post-surgery,
he's
so
either
he'll
going to play
play
the outfield or maybe
DH.
He probably DHs. Yeah,
Probably
because he's not going to be able to
Yeah,
throw.
and then pitch the year after.
Yeah,
That's crazy. That's huge. Jesus.
I mean, he is.
but he's still going to give you 290 and 45 home runs.
I know, but what makes him is gone for a year
Yeah.
for that team. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is. How long does he have to play for you to start asking? Like, is he the greatest thing
I think
ever on a
he's
baseball field?
he's got to have a space in the conversation now. He's not going to have. He's not the greatest career of all time or anything,
Correct,
but
yeah.
he is like the greatest supernova that we've ever seen. Right?
Yeah. I mean, definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
Definitely since Babe Ruth, and that was
Yeah.
different. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Ruth was just like
Like he's a unicorn.
Yeah, it is. It's unbelievable.
It's weird that's happening. Like I when I was a kid, I used to read about Babe Ruth, and I'd be like, "This is weird."
I almost feel like it gets underplayed.
I actually, I don't know if it's because he's on the West Coast. I don't know, but it totally does. Because I'm like, when I was a kid, I used to read the stats. I'd say, like, he was 18-8 and he hit 26. I don't understand it.
Yeah, and
now it's happening, not quite to the extent, but pretty damn close.
If this were happening in the 50s, he'd be the most famous man in America.
I think it was happening in the 80s. He'd be
the most famous man in America. Yeah.
Now he's
a famous baseball player.
I'd say there's, I don't know how many people in the NFL are more famous than him. 50?
I don't know if it's 50, but I think it's 10. I think it's 10.
Every time I would say we're in Boston, I would say for sure.
Yeah,
Mac Jones is more famous here than he is. Absolutely. And Mac Jones is like the
I don't think Mac Jones is more famous than Shohei Ohtani.
In Boston?
If you break down fame by city, I don't think that's fair. I
think, but if in the 80s he was doing that and he was doing it in LA, he'd be more famous than Steve Grogan here or Tony Eason. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think every starting quarterback in the NFL basically is more famous than him. Or the good ones.
Yeah, I don't know if Kirk Cousins is more famous than Shohei Ohtani.
I think he is. He's on a Netflix show.
Well, Shohei Ohtani is Shohei Ohtani. Like I don't want to downplay him too much.
It's kind of the old Trout argument. Yeah. I mean,
Shohei. Okay, so I would say Shohei pushes that line where I could bend and agree with you. Yeah. But to that point,
is he more famous than Matt Ryan?
Yeah.
That's tough because Matt Ryan's. I would say.
The name itself, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
But just the whole point is just the fact that this is even a debate for maybe the greatest thing to ever hit the baseball field drives home how popular the NFL
He's not close to Patrick Mahomes. You know, he's not.
Right. It's like you're talking about
Tom Brady. I know just retired, but obviously he's not close to him.
Same with even like a Roethlisberger or Peyton Manning. But yeah.
But
the
fact that crazy. Debate is crazy. A's owner officially filed for Las Vegas, and there's rumors.
So are they just moving the city of Oakland to Las Vegas?
Pretty much.
Probably a pretty good trade.
Sports in Las Vegas are awesome.
You know, my A's take. The only A's take I have is that you have to remove Moneyball from the movie. Has to be removed from Civilization.
Yeah,
the book it never happened. Billy Bean is a zero. He's just gone. It's gone.
So what do you not like about?
Well, he's just done nothing. He's done he's still there. And
have you ever watched that movie with somebody who doesn't know the results of after that? Who's maybe not a baseball fan.
I don't think so. But
I have, and they've been like, so what did they end up winning? I'm like, no, they never.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they never mentioned the pitchers in the movie.
They never mentioned Tejada.
Well, don't keep Miguel Tejada.
Right. Look, he was responsible for those guys. So I'm not
keep
saying.
Keep in mind, I love that movie. I'm a Sorkin.
I don't like the guitar part with the kid, but whatever. I don't like the kid part.
That is weird. It feels tacked on.
You don't even need a kid in the movie.
Yeah. It's on the book. You don't need a wife. You don't need any. Yeah.
Robin Wright.
I'm such a sucker.
Yeah, and I think
Spike Jones
plays the husband.
Yeah, Giambino. He mispronounced the Giambi's name.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Do you like Her? Oh, this is going to lose the audience on the rundown.
Very much I do.
Movie.
Talking movies now?
Yeah, I do like Her. Yeah.
No, not even movies. Talking about the weird Spike Jones Joaquin Phoenix movie. Yeah, I love Her.
Movie.
Yeah. But this one I like. Frank the Tank actually got his night started last night by heckling White Sox Dave because of rumors of the White Sox moving to Nashville.
Oh, that's right. He did. Yeah.
He kept singing country songs and mixing in the White Sox.
Is that a real rumor?
Making Tennessee.
It is a real rumor. Though their stadium, it's always been regarded as one of people's least favorite stadium. I think people may enjoy going, but
Nashville's starting to stir with the Brewers and the White Sox.
It's like a real, it's like a real city.
That is a thing that Oakland takes up so much real estate in people's heads about stadium. The Brewer Stadium, what's his face? Bud Selig, not the commissioner anymore. He's fucking commissioner of baseball.
Rob Manfred.
Rob Manfred. Yeah. I was just gonna roll with Bud. He apparently is almost just as mad at the Brewers, which I didn't realize because you've been to that ballpark, right? Is it really bad?
No, it's fine. It's not very modern.
When they slide into the thing,
it's not.
I think there are structural issues, but it's regarded within the league as
they're not very
good
view. You can't. It's not 360-degree views like you have in most modern stadiums they're building now. So it's kind of dated in that way, but it's fine.
But you get the feeling the way Nashville's going, 30 years from now,
they're going to have a big four.
They'll have all the teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They already got they got hockey and football, which
they'll get an NBA team in 20, whatever. I feel like
baseball will be next.
The city's just growing so much.
Well, they're going to host Super Bowl now. They got that new stadium.
Yeah.
The White Sox don't seem like, you're kind of around. I don't know. Where is that stadium in proximity to is it just way out of the way? The
Chicago?
White Sox one? Yeah.
It's in South Chicago.
But it's also...
It's not that far out of the way, though. It's not that far south.
I might be misquoting this, but isn't part of the joke about it is they positioned it the wrong way? So you just can't see anything beyond the stadium. There's no skyline view.
Oh, is that true? Yeah.
Yeah, people don't love it. Quick golf thoughts?
About what?
FedEx Cup?
I mean, I've never been a super fan. That's why I'm taking the golf gambling show. We're not recording during the playoffs. I'm not a big FedEx Cup guy. I care about the Ryder Cup. I'm looking for the Ryder.
Yeah, what's your? Give me a Ryder
Well,
Cup.
it really comes down to that final pick. I would take Justin Thomas. I would bury me with a puncher, as they say. I'd rather go down. I wouldn't take Lucas Glover and then lose and have him on my team.
He sweats too much. The Ryder
Isn't
Cup.
Lucas Glover on one of the best runs in the last 10, 15 years?
Yeah, he's won a couple of times, but golf is give me the better player. If I pick a guy like Lucas Glover and I lost,
So you want the more talent and just
yeah,
you'll deal
because they
with it.
play 3,000 times. Thomas is going to be better.
This is the first time. This is the first Ryder Cup where you and I are like friends. I'm excited.
Yes.
Ryder Cup for me is like top 3. I'm
No
a
question.
diehard Ryder Cup.
Where's it at? It's in Europe.
Italy, yeah. I think the U.S. is going to lose.
Which they have not won in Europe since
1993. Put it this way: this is how long it's been. Ray Floyd was on that team. I think
Yeah.
he's 81 now.
Well, they not only have they not won in Europe since then, they really haven't. There's that one time that they went to Monday because of the rain, where it kind of got
That
close.
was the
Like
one
they've
in
really gotten
2010.
Jeff Overton. That was he was
The 93 one's the one in that book. The Feinstein book.
It's the first 50 pages of the book.
Yeah,
it's good.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. Good Walk Spoiled.
Yeah, it's my
Which
favorite
I think
golf book.
is maybe his best book.
I think it's far and away his best book.
Yeah.
He started mailing them in afterward.
Yeah, he did.
I think that's it. Really.
And we're talking John Feinstein
Well,
books.
you know, that's what we're here for.
When we pulled up Spike Jones, we lost the audience already. I think that's it. Anything else?
I think that's it.
No, I think that's it.
We're all in Boston.
Kevin Hart is in a wheelchair. I don't. Okay, that's fine.
What happened? Says him and Steven really got into an argument, and who was faster? They faced off in a.
It's old Patriots running back.
Got cut off. Yeah, wait. Is that the is that who that is?
Is that who it is? That's bizarre.
No, Steven Ridley was STEVAN.
With an
right?
A, yeah.
You're talking about that's a different guy?
Cal?
Where did he play? No, LSU, right?
Ridley, the Patriots running back?
No.
LSU.
Embarrassing.
Yes.
We got to cut this.
That's
No, we're not cutting that. This is the host of the
You're
dozen.
talking about that's a different human being? Really? That's weird.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Okay. Is
Kevin
it
Hart
a
was in a
celebrity
movie.
or something?
Kevin Hart was in a movie with a wheelchair.
No, it's got to be the same one
It was
because
a
it says
remake
an
of the
NFL
French
player.
movie with.
It said it was an NFL player. Stephen Ridley.
I'm going to guess
gotta
maybe
be
John
him.
Rich
Where do you
spelled
see
the name
this?
wrong.
John Rich probably just spelled it wrong.
Where do you see this?
No,
It's on the bottom of page 1.
The internet says it. I'm not saying this
Bottom of
page
page 1,
says
Jeff.
Oh,
Oh, mine's cut off at the bottom.
Former Patriots running back.
I'm right, correct? Thank you,
Oh,
Colin. Yeah,
okay.
we're correct. Yeah, that would be very random.
why is Colin?
Quick before you go, worst
Why is he
worst,
weighing in on the rundown?
This
Not the
worst
producer of the
movie
rundown.
remake?
Last year.
Worst
What's
movie, worst movie remake or reboot of all time. I got an underrated and no one even thinks about, but I think it's so
Oh.
bad. People
I mean, I will say for me, the shot by shot Gus Van Sant Psycho remake is one of the worst idea. I mean, it's insane that happened.
What would you say?
recently, I don't know if people, do you know this exists? It's called The Hustle with Amy, the girl who plays, wow, why am I just blanking on names?
You're blanking on everything.
Crazy, I know. Buzz Selig threw my whole day off. Anne Hathaway's in it. It's called The Hustle. It's a remake of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Oh,
It is-
yes, I remember
It
that.
is.
I
Rebel
didn't see
Wilson.
it.
Rebel Wilson.
Why wouldn't they call
Fat
it Dirty
Amy,
Rotten Scoundrels if it's just a remake?
because they did like an all-female reboot of it. It is so bad.
You saw it was dreadful.
It
sounds
is.
dreadful.
Yeah,
Like-
that doesn't sound like anything I'd
That
like
doesn't
to watch.
sound
Like,
that
like
doesn't
roll
sound
over in your
good.
grave if you worked on Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. So bad.
Yeah, and they've been pretty good about not remaking the great sports movies. They've stayed away, generally.
Yeah.
But that's going to happen. Get ready. Get ready. Like an all-female Hoosiers or something. It's going to happen. We'll have to act like
Well,
it's
what's it called?
great.
Just got canceled. The show, the
League of Their Own?
League of Their Own show.
I didn't watch it. I'm sure.
Well, Creed 3 left it open to where the next Creed is going to be the
daughter.
The daughter.
Yeah, but I don't like that's. I think that's
fine.
That's like a continuation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how into that I'll be at that point, but
I think Creed, the bow can be tied on Creed. I mean, Jonathan Majors ain't coming back in that franchise.
Yeah,
That's
no, I think that's probably.
probably not going to happen. All right, yeah, good stuff. Got to go get
Thanks,
Brandon
boys.
some lunch.
All right.
let's go. See ya.